Oh man, my stream went down, lost all my people. Not good for business. So let's see if I can fix this. Oh darn. Oh darn, oh darn. Darn it. Darn, darn, darn. Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry. I accidentally closed down my Streamlab and messed everything up. I'm still fixing this, lo-fi. All right, is everybody here? Darn it, this sucks. All right, so we got Trigvi, Jiraj, Susan. Are you guys here? Can you let me know in the chat? Great, 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 great. Okay, so Susan, you're here. Trigvi, you're here. Hopefully, Jiraj is here. Uh, very sorry about that. I accidentally closed my streaming software, so it closed everything. So that sucks. So let me do my intro again. So sorry about that. So we're starting now. All right. So for people just joining in, who's new, watching this for the first time, this is my round 2, the first round. Accidentally closed my streaming software, but I'm doing an environmental modeling I'm doing a collab with Spitfire Storyboards, and we're working on this environment, and he does the 2D animation. Definitely check his videos out. He is great. And he also just released an add-on, Cursor Snapper, that will help you if you want to do animations in 3D space. It's actually pretty neat. Definitely check that out. And so I'm probably gonna stream for only an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3. First half is gonna be doing this environment. Second half is going to be just hanging out, doing some drawing in grease pencil. So I guess we'll get started here since everybody is here, I believe. Just you 3 or 4. Okay, so let's go to our list right here. Close this stuff. We got wires, pool, greeble, corridor, and we got the pool, which looks pretty cool. I like how dark it gets when you look at it directly. Yeah, his add-on looks pretty rad. So he also has a Discord. If you like use it or buy it and you need help with it or something, you can probably join his Discord. All right, so let's see what I want to work on right now. I'm going off feelings, guys. Feelings. How I feel. Like, I think the pool's looking pretty good with the globs, with the metaballs. We definitely want to fix the wires and tubes. And the corridor, the walls. Okay, so let's just go and start taking out things I don't want from last time. So I don't like these cables. Also got some notes from Spitfire, so I'll probably be trying to attempt those. Oopsies. What is happening here? What is this? Oh, okay. So this box, I don't want to select anymore, so there we go. Okay, so let's erase some of these wires that I do not like. They are too big. And I'm going to also delete these poles here. They look okay. I don't know how I felt about them before. Yeah. So first, let's work on. Oh, garage. Yeah, I accidentally closed it, so I disconnected, and then that's why you guys got disconnected. Unfortunately, I messed that up. Hopefully that doesn't ruin anything. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out my scale for this whole scene, because I like to work to scale. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and select my dude, and this guy is 2 meters tall. So I think my scale is good. 2 meters is like 6 foot, right? So we're just gonna pretend this guy 6 foot. So everything should be to scale to this 6 foot dude. So I think that's good. So never mind. I don't even need to fix that. So let's get some room here so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so first, I think I want to get some like rails, like safety rails. And I think what you should always do is look for reference. So I'm going to type in safety rails. See what that looks like on Google Images. All right, so we got these safety rails that, you know, they look like a curve that goes around in like a circle. And then we got a bar in the middle. So that's pretty good. Or you could do this one with like little joints in the middle. But these look pretty customizable, and I guess we can add joints or stuff along the way if we make them rounded out. I think this is probably what I'm going to do. This one, which is like this curved around, bar in the middle. Maybe there would be no bottom base, but we're going to model that pretty quickly right now. So let's do that. All right, so let's, for right now, we're going to do this a weird way. We're going to model this a weird way. So we are going to make a plane. There's our plane right there. And we're going to solo it, and we're going to go into this mode. Okay. So now we're in our plane. We go to edit mode. I'll rotate on the X by 90 degrees. Beautiful. And let's see if this idea that I have to make those rails work. So I'm going to select these 2 points here, these vertices in edit mode. So I'm in mode 1 here. You could press 1 to get there. And if you do, I think Control Shift B, you see how it can bevel the points, right? And I think another way to do that is if you go to vertex, Control Shift B, bevel vertices. So vertex, bevel vertices, you select that and you can bevel the edges. And what you do is I'll scroll, and now I got those rounded edges from the rails. Okay. Maybe safety rail, Handy says, maybe safety rails could also be there for protection against those floating bubbles. Yes, exactly. So we got our plane. We're making it round. We're just going to give it round edges. We're kind of eyeballing this. So we're going to add, let's do, if you see at the bottom of the blender, oh, maybe I'm covering it. It's like over, hold on. It's over here. If you see this line, you can usually get information on what to press and the information of like how many segments it has. So right now I'm going to make it get like 5 segments. I think that's enough. And we're eyeballing it. There we go. So there we go. We got that railing down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into face mode. So I press 3. I'm going to select this, right click it, not right click, hit X. And instead of doing face, I'm going to do only face. So it's going to leave the wire around it. All right. So now if you look at it, we just have the vertices and it has no face in the middle. I'm going to go into 2, right? Or what is this called? Edge select. Select this edge, and I am going to delete this edge. I don't need that edge. Okay, cool. So now I got the basis of what that rail looks like. And with this, right, if you look at this, you know, you can hit S and you can scale it and you can make it bigger, longer. Or actually, I'll show you a better way to make it bigger. But there you go. So we'll start off with that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to object, right click it. And we're going to convert this object. And maybe it's not right click. Maybe it is object. Go to object at the top. Convert to, and I'm going to convert it to a curve. Boom. Nothing looks like it changed. So now it's a curve, which is what I want. Because now I have this little curve tab here. So I go to the curve tab, I go to geometry. And then I believe it is bevel. There we go, bevel. There we go. So if you hit bevel and you make it a little bigger, you know, you can make the pipe. There it is. It's looking okay. I think what we need to do right now is make it smooth. And to do that, I'll show you. You see that you can see like every side, every edge. Go back into object mode, right click it and hit schmooth, shade schmooth. There you go. You can kind of see it jagged, but since this is not going to be a big piece, I'm not really worried about it now. If anything, I'll fix it later. Great. So I have it. There's my pipe. I will add a material to it. We'll hit new. We'll call it pipe. Actually, no, I'm not going to make a new material. I'm going to hold shift, hit X. That deletes it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do lab base, because that kind of has the shader that I've been using this whole time. So then now I got lab base. Now I click this little icon here, Kapowie. That makes it 0.001, and we'll call this pipes. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now we got our pipe, and now we can change this to the correct color that we want to use. We're going to do like a yellow. I don't think we should do yellow. Maybe it should be like, I don't know, maybe not yellow. We'll do yellow for now, but it's definitely not going to be yellow. We'll do like this red color. That's kind of fun. And see that it goes from, you know, red at the top to yellow at the bottom, and that's because it's going from the z-axis. Because if we did y, I can't tell, but it should be going back to front, and this should be going left to right. Yeah, see, it's yellow on the right, left. Maybe reflection is what we've been using, so that's been pretty good. And we'll do z. And I think this adds a neat effect. It has like this, like it's only at the top that's a different color. So like I said, these aren't going to be the actual colors at the end. And what's great about this is if you go to edit mode, you can then just select the points, grab, and then you can make it as long as you want. So now we're going to unsolo this. Oh, actually, no, we're going to add one more piece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit mode, and how do I add points again? Add, I think it's control click, right? No, yes. So I'm going to deselect everything, control click, and that's not working. All right, so let's do something here. Can I, and I'm experimenting, I'm going to select this line here and put a point in the middle by selecting the top vertice, bottom vertice, and hitting right click and subdividing. So that puts that point in the middle. I'll do the same here. And then I'll select these two middle points and hit F. And it cannot make a segment. Okay, okay. So undo. Yeah, it's a nice shader. Definitely, definitely copy this. If you take a screenshot, it's a really fun shader to use. It has a lot of control over stuff. And you can just mess around with these parameters and stuff. You know, take a screenshot, please. It's very simple too, you know. There you go. I'll leave it on for a second. But if you need it again, let me know. Okay, so I'm going to, man, there's something I need to do. Is it extrude? So let's try this again. Select these two, right click, subdivide, select that one, extrude. No, but it's like messing up. That doesn't look good at all. Tilt. I just want to add another part to this curve. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. What if I hit draw? Can I just draw a new point? Okay, so right now I'm just gonna hit draw, and I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna just draw a line here, and then I'm going to then go to edit mode, select these dots. I'm gonna even it out, so I hit to make it flat, right? Because you see how this point is higher than the other. Let's say it's like right here, and you wanted this to be completely flat. You select both points, and if you remember, the z-axis is blue, see up and down blue. Select those points, hit S for scale, hit Z. Now it's on the blue, and hit 0, and then you zero it out, and boom, we got a straight line. Now, I can move it where I want, and we will move it here. And I think this may not be even. By an even, I mean like, yeah, it's sticking out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select these two. Look at it from the right view by pressing 3. I can see the point. It's very small right here, if you can see it. And I'm gonna grab it, and bring it into the middle right here. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not really concerned with anything else. Okay, so we got the railing. Once again, like I said, this color is not, it kind of looks like a starburst, or like a pink, a yellow, pink starburst or something. I don't know. So yeah, this is our basic rail, and we're just gonna live with it. So we're gonna unsolo this. Let's take away all this screen clutter for you guys to see. And let's see if we can get a better angle here for you guys on the view. Okay, so I'm going to unsolo this by pressing on the numpad. I think it's, what is it, backslash, // don't know. Great, so here's our rail, and I don't know, how tall is railing? How tall is safety railing? I'm going to Google that. How tall is safety rails? 42 inches is the OSHA approved, right? So what is 42 inches in meters? 1.06 meters. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. So to see the size of this, you click on the object. I'm in object mode, and you can see right here the dimensions. And right now, this thing is twice the size that it needs to be, right? You can see it right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scale it down till it says 1 meter. And then this is not gonna make sense. Let's see. This doesn't feel right, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. 1 meter? Is it 3 feet? No. 1 meter is 3 feet, which is 42 inches. This looks really tiny. Let's see if I'm doing something wrong here. No, this does not feel right. Okay, we're just gonna eyeball this. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. This is not 42 inches, right? Did I type in the wrong thing? Hold on. Safety rails. Handrails? Would it be handrails? Handrails. Yeah, it says like 34 inches. I don't know. Feels small, guys. Okay, we'll keep going. Just keep on trucking. All right, so let's pick on our safety rail. That's the size of his ankles. And what I want to do is, you can see here, the point, the origin is right in the center. So if I hit rotate, it rotates like from that center. And I actually don't want it to rotate from that center. I want it to be able to move from the bottom or rotate from the bottom half here. Not super necessary for this object, but I'm going to do it. So to do that, I'm going to use the cursor. That's a little trick here. Maybe I'll show you. If you go to edit mode, right, and you select these points, right? So I have the left point and the right point. And then you hit Shift S and go cursor to selected. It's going to move the cursor to whatever's selected. Since these two are selected, right? It's going to put the cursor in between those two. It's going to try and find the middle. So Control S. There. So our cursor is right between these 2 points, right on line, right? Now, go back to object mode, right click, and then if you go set origin and put it to 3D cursor, you see that our origin's down the middle. Now, it rotates from that bottom half, so I can rotate it around, you know, and I don't know, it just works better. You should have your origin where you think you want it. My person is, let's see how tall my person is. My person is 2 meters, right? That's 6 foot, like a 6 foot person, right? Yeah, we're gonna do it up to the person's hip. You're absolutely right. That's what I'm gonna do. So okay, so now that I move the origin, when I scale this up, let's say I bring it down to the floor. It's on the floor. Great. Now when I hit S to scale, it scales from the bottom and it sticks to the floor and I don't have to like continue moving it. So moving around your origins is super important. Yeah, I guess he's like a very tall man. Jiraj says that the average height of a man is like 1.7 meters. He's 2 meters. So we'll do it to his hip, right? We'll do it here. Also, this is going to be temporary. I'm getting way too involved in this, into this rail. Okay, so cool. So I scaled it up to a location that I think is the right size. I'm going to rotate it now on the Z-axis, 90 degrees, because we're going to put the railing on the sides. So now to move the railing to the side, what you can do is you can grab it and move it. But you see it comes off the floor. So a cool trick to do, right, would be you hit G, so you're grabbing it. And you know how you can hit X, right? And you can slide it to the left. And then you can hit Y and slide it down, right? Grab Y and you can slide it down. But I think a fun trick to do, right, would be doing this. So instead of picking X or Y, so hit G, right? And then you hold Shift and then pick the axis you don't want it to move on. So I don't want it to move up and down, which is Z. So I hit that. Now I can move it all around and it's not going to go up. It's only going to go on the X and the Y axis, which is very helpful. So I'm just gonna put this here for now, see what that looks like. Let's see how it looks like right here. Let me start doing this. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna delete this guy, these guys at the end, so I can see better. And I might get rid of this pool stuff. I don't know, it's getting in my way. All right, let's get rid of the pool stuff. Let's get rid of these cable stuff. Just for now. Just so I'm not, like, being obstructed. All right, and then Jiraj says you could also put a mirror modifier in, right? That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to mirror it, and then I'm going to put an array modifier. But right now, I'm just going to keep tweaking the railing here. Railing looking pretty cool. Let's see if the railing could be a little thicker. We're just gonna eyeball it from now on. We're not gonna be exact. Kind of takes the fun for right now. We could do giant rails like this. Just kidding. I'm holding shift so we can do it slowly. All right, and then I think these segments for the rails, I want them to be a little bigger. So I'm gonna go to edit mode. I'm gonna go and do box select here. I'm going to select this half at the end. And if I grab it, I can grab it around, hit X, not X, Y. And I'll make this railing, I don't know, once again, I'm just eyeballing it. There. So our railing it's looking all right. So our railing can move up to here. And this is just temporary stuff, you know. Yeah, exactly. You could put an array. All right, cool. So I'm liking this, and we'll put the array like Jiraj was mentioning in the chat. Good looks, good looks. So we'll put an array, and there it is. And I actually just want some a little bit of distance between these, because we're trying to save rail money. I'm just kidding. So there we go. So we're going to put the array, and then we'll just keep going. For some reason, it disappears every other one. Oh, there it is. So this may get repetitive. I may do some stuff to break it up because it is going to be a broken down lab by the time they get there. So you put the array goes all the way down, right? And that yellow rail is really standing out. It's drawing a lot of attention. It's not good, but that's okay. We'll keep going. So then we'll do that, put the array. And like Jiraj said again, put the mirror modifier. And right now it's mirroring, I guess, left and right here. Not left and right, but where's our lines? I'm going to activate them now. So yeah, right now it's mirroring on the x-axis. This is the red axis here, and we want to mirror it on... Oh, no, wait. It's mirroring on the y-axis. This is weird. Hold on. Is it Z? To flip? Yo, this mirror modifier. I haven't used the mirror modifier in a while. There's a lot more stuff to here. Okay, so my mirror modifier is not working, and I think... Not necessarily not working. I think I'm doing something wrong here. Let me... Oh, it's... Hold on. It's mirroring on the bottom, so it's definitely not Z. Let's do it on the X like I thought it was. But the X extends it. George, I don't mean to boss you around. It sounded like that. Just giving ideas. Oh, no, you're not bossing me around. Not at all. That's exactly what I was going to do anyway. Oh, I see. You're right, Jiraj. So it's mirroring itself on the origin. And I don't know. I don't think, I don't want to move that origin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mirror it on an object. So I'm going to create a empty. And I'm going to put it in utilities here so we know where it's at. I'm going to create an empty. We'll make it a square empty. And we will call this mirror object or whatnot. Mirror object. So it's going to mirror, relation to this empty here that I made a square so you can easily see. So we will do that right now. Mirror. Right? That should work. X. There it is. So now that I'm mirroring on the object there, and this also points out a flaw, I think, in my whole design here. I think my whole room is not even. Because it should, yeah, it's not even here. Because if I put it right here, Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to shift everything. So let's do Alt-H, so that should reveal everything. There we go. And I'm going to select my rails. I'm going to do Control-I, which means invert selection, right? So it selects everything but the rails. And then I also, as well, don't want to select the... Oh my god, I can't unselect this. Okay, so I'm going to select the rails, select the empty, Control-I. Now it's everything selected except the rails and the mirror object. And we're going to make sure it's just even. Look at it from the top. And we're going to shift this till it fits right in the middle. And I should have done that a long time ago. But everything should be even. And I'm basing it off this empty because the empty is at 0, 0, 0, no? Oh no, I'm doing something wrong. No. Okay. Okay, guys, I messed up. So I'm going to shift undo. We're going to move this empty and 0 it out. And now it's even. So it was already even, guys. I didn't realize that when you make an object, it appears in the cursor, and the cursor wasn't even, so. Oh my god, where'd it go? Where am I at? Hold on, guys. My whole scene disappeared. Oh no, please. What happened, guys? My god, it's still here. All right, I'm gonna reopen this. See if there's something up here. What is happening? Control H? No. Why is it just black, guys? All right, we're gonna solve this together. We're gonna solve this mystery. Actually, we're not gonna solve this mystery. We're gonna just use this viewport. turn all my stuff on, and then just make a new viewport out of this. And that's how you cheat that. Didn't have to solve any problems. Okay, so my array kind of like flickers on and off. It's kind of weird. I wonder if it's better to put the array last. I wonder which one's more intensive. Okay, so my railing is still a little off, right? Like, let me move it. There we go. My empty should be in the middle. My array, I can't see it because my extras are off. There it is. It's broken like a true engineer. That's funny. Okay, so let's keep going. We got our rails. They're a little uneven, so maybe I am gonna try and move my whole scene. There we go. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good. I'm glad everything's not broken. So this is cool. And what's great is that once you have it mirrored and like all that stuff, you know, you can affect it afterwards. So if I wanted this to be bigger, you can make it like these giant pills. All right. So as for the color, let's pick a color that kind of would be a safety color in this pink and purple world, pink, purple, blue world. But it's also not like super jarring or like I don't know, just stands out a little too much. Or maybe I should just do one long rail. And that may be better. We'll see. We can always switch it up later, guys. All right. Let's see what other colors we can do. Let's just pick it off right the scene. So what if we did like a pink, light pink, blue rails? They look pretty bright. Oopsies. I'm changing the wrong material here. All right, let's make these darker, more saturated. Just want to see what it looks like. You know, it's and Blender's mostly just playing around, you know? You're just kind of like trying to figure out what the best thing would look. Maybe it should just be dark. Maybe you shouldn't even be able to. It's not like that big of a deal. Let's make it darker. And then we'll just make it a little lighter at the top. And then we can call it a day. Right now, this has... It's pink. Doesn't matter what color it changes to. Nope. Maybe it should be light pink. Super saturated. There we go. This is looking a little better, less intrusive in my in the design. It's not like super standing out. So that's cool. For now, we'll just do this for now. So I don't think it's a permanent solution. I definitely want to make it look less repetitive and stuff. I don't know why Josh says I don't know why now, but I saw those railings thickened and I kind of want to see some glowing mushrooms in the scene. Don't ask why, I have no idea. How does green play on the railings? Ooh, green's an interesting color. I usually never use it because I'm not good. I don't particularly like that. It's hard for me to use that color. I need more practice with that color. So we're gonna keep this railing color because I like what it looks like. But let's put a hue and saturation to see how green would look. So we're going to change the color afterwards. Change the hue. So, you know, I think that looks pretty good. It's like closer to blue right now. Well, where'd it go? There it is. It's closer to blue. We could put the value up too if we wanted it brighter. And this is what green kind of like match the dude, right? I like it. It stands out maybe a little too much, but I don't know. We'll keep it for now. And what's great is that we can change this whenever. So it's all good. Ah, Susan Mutt says much better, and Gerard agrees. Okay, we'll keep it. You know, obviously, we'll figure out later if, as things start building up, we'll need to change it. But I think it looks good right now. Looks like aesthetically pleasing, which is pretty nice. All right. All right, so we did some railings. Let's see if we can do, I think we're good on railing. I think we're all set, but let me just see if changing this does anything for the scene. We will zoom out a little bit. Like, what if this was thicker, right? I don't know, maybe. All right, let's see if we got rid of these ridges, if it would be better. So I'm gonna select. So I'm gonna make all these invisible just so I can see what it looks like. But instead of clicking on each and every one, let's figure out a smart way to select it. So these are all the same. They're all sharing the same mesh data, or they should be. Yeah, you see here that this name doesn't change. Like this will be called like what? Rivet. Let's call it Rivet. So you see when I click on that one, it says Rivet. They all say Rivet. I made it so they're all sharing the same mesh data. So if I click this, hit Shift G, and select, because you're selecting like this is supposed to be select similar, or I think that's what I was doing. So select group. So I'm gonna say type. No, there's a smart way to do this. Shift G. It's not parent. It's not immediate children. There's a way to select all the instances. Let me look for it. Children. Hook. Key and pass. Light type. Collection. Okay. So I guess I have them by collection, right? Is that how I'm doing it? Let's see. Yes, I already have them by collection, so I can just disable it here. There we go. Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna work without the ridges for right now. I just think it adds a little bit too much clutter, and I like a cleaner look. So we'll work without the ridges, and then we'll do the same thing for this one. We'll select by collection, and see maybe do something like this where it's not sticking out. Okay. So for now we're doing good. Let's see what else is on our list. We're getting a little antsy. All right, so we got Greeble, we got the wall, we got the pool, which we already did. Also, it looks weird now, but if I play it, there we go. Look at that. I think it ends up looking pretty cool. Just boiling up. Well, not boiling, but like oozing. Just pretty cool. Okay, anyway, just wanted to show you guys that. I don't know if you guys saw that I did that on a stream. I don't think you guys were in, so. Okay, control panel. Safety, sci-fi doors. What's the difference between disabling collection and hiding it? You know what's funny? I don't know. Because if you hide it, right? If you hide a collection and then you hit render, right? It's still gonna appear. See how the ridges still appear? But if to make it so it doesn't appear in the render, I have to select this icon here, which is disable and render. So I have to select this and this so I don't see it. And then it's disabled in render. So that's, you don't see it there. But if I add it here, but then I make it visible, but then I disable it, let's see if it appears in render. I hit render. Yeah, I don't know. I think it just makes it not viewable both in the viewport, which has its own icon, and the render, which has its own icon. So I really don't know. I actually don't know what the difference between these two are, between hide in viewport and disable in viewport. Globally disables in viewport. And this one says temporarily hide in viewport. See, I'm not sure what these two the difference is. Susan, the bubbles are cool. Thanks, Susan. It took a while to get there. Greeble. I'm a huge fan of Greeble art. Definitely. Greeble's a lot of fun to make. Let's see if we can do something. Let's see if we can. Let's see what I want to do. Do I want to make the sci-fi doors, which would be here? Or start messing with some materials and see if I can make some interesting designs on the wall. Oh, let's do the wall. Let's do some designs on the wall, and if that doesn't work out too well, we'll try something else. So we'll make the box selectable. I'm gonna solo it. So now we're just going on the box, and let's go into the material and see if we can add stuff that will make it interesting looking. So I'm going to do a test, and we're just winging it here. This may not turn out well. We will do a texture, and for right now we'll do a wave texture, and then we're gonna add a conversion. Nope, not conversion, vector. And I believe it's a normal. No, not normal. Bump. Normal map. There it is. So we're gonna select the normal map. I'm gonna put this here for the color. And it adds kind of like this detail on the wall, which I guess is kind of nice. And then we're gonna, oh man, how do I get this thing out of here? Okay, so input, texture coordinates. Great, I'm gonna do object. And you can't really see these lines. They're kind of like not visible. Or hard to see, I should say. Let's see if we can make them more visible. Okay, those are super visible now. Kind of has like this weird shine effect on it, which is kind of interesting. All right, this may be over that I'm trying to explain, but what all I'm doing is making a normal map, adding a texture to it, and putting it to both the layer weight normal and the glossy normal. So we're just testing out some things right now. They kind of look cool. Kind of don't. They mostly don't. But let's see if we try some different textures. Texture. Let's do moose graph. Same thing. We're gonna do the color. Just gonna add some. Let's take it off of the roughness. All right, so things aren't happening the way I want them to, so we're gonna continue on. There's something here that I need to mess with. Anyway, we'll delete this. We're gonna go back to square one. And we're gonna work on making some doorways. All right, Let's just go back. All right, unsolo. Cool. Which is kind of fun. And we will make a doorway here. So I'm gonna make the doorway as big as the, I guess the hallway thing here. Gerard says maybe something with the brick texture. Yeah, I think something with the brick texture would be good, but I don't know. I'm not gonna get into the. It's not gonna be fun to watch me going into just nitty gritty shader stuff. If anything, I'll figure out a different solution for what I want to do. So for right now, what I'm gonna do is I got the lab base. I'm gonna go to edit mode, and I want to make a doorway, but I want my topology to look good and work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do Shift R because I'm gonna make an opening right here on the hall. You'll see it right here on the second panel. So I'm gonna do Shift R. Not Shift R, guys. I'm sorry, Control R. Okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. So this box actually isn't connected. These are all just panels. So if I grab a box, look, that panel's not connected to anything. And this actually may work out better in our favor. So we're going to do the same thing now, except it's a little simpler. I'm going to do Control R. And we're going to try and do it to this back wall here, which doesn't seem to be working. Why can't I do it on this back wall? I'm going to do it. Looks like I'm going to do it on the top, bottom, sides. Hold on. Let me move this square. Take off the wall panel there. Can I just... There we go. So I moved it. So that helped. So I'm going to select, do Control R, cut it right in half, right? I'm going to move it back now. Because, I don't know, that was weird. Can I hit Alt G? No, I can't. So we're going to bring it back. So it hits the pool. There we go. Go to line mode. And what's fun about line mode is that you can select the line. And you can do Control B, which is bevel. But what it does is it splits it open. So then I split it open. There we go. And I'll make it as big as I need it to be. So maybe up to like here. Which is pretty cool. And this door's going to be huge. So we'll cut it in half again. And I know it's hard to see, but I'm just cutting up the plane, right? Because now I have this wall that's broken up into a bunch of bigger squares, and I can select this wall and then extrude it, and then it becomes a hallway, which works out for me. So that's good. And let's use our guy as a reference. How big is this door? This guy's a basketball player, essentially. Let's see how big this door is. Gerard, you could do snapping vertices and move it exactly to the spot that it needs to be. That's true. Let's see if I'll do that real quick. So, oops, wrong thing. Snap vertices. Oh, let me hide these corner pillars. Let's hide everything I don't need. That works out much better. Get rid of these cables. Okay. All right, let's move it like you said with the snap. I'm using L to select it all. Grab. Boom. You're right. Snapped it right there. Good stuff. It's a great use of that tool. I always like to eyeball things sometimes, but you know, sometimes it could be accurate. Okay, cool. So we got this I don't know, this somewhat door that I can make, and this door is like pretty big. It's like about 8 foot across. Like if we laid them down, maybe it'll be huge. Maybe the door's actually way too big. Let's see if we can um just for the sake of my sanity, I'm gonna separate this wall into its own thing. So I'm gonna hit P, and it's gonna I'm gonna separate by selection. So everything that's selected, it's gonna, if you look on the right side here, it's gonna split up. B, and we're gonna call this lab wall door. Okay, cool. So then now I can just be in here, and not have to worry about anything else. So very cool. Let's move this whole thing here. Oh, forgot to select something here. Oh, let me take off snap. No, snap wasn't even on. Okay, so let's see how big we should make this door. Let's get a good angle over here. Let's bring it into a different mode so I can see this better. Change that matte cat to something more noticeable. Ooh, that's a trippy matte cat. All right. So we got a matte cap there. We will select our door again. Go to edit mode. I have an opposite problem. Often try to be accurate in places where it's not needed, and I end up to wasting much more time than necessary. Oh yeah, definitely. I used that. That was my original problem in the beginning when I started doing Blender and 3D stuff. It's only recently that I've starting to get more cavalier, and it's because I just want to finish things nowadays. Like I spend so much time not finishing stuff. Okay, so here's our door, and we're gonna see how high. So if he's 6 foot, right? If our little guy, if our big guy here is 6 foot, this is a 6 foot door exactly, right? And then we'll give him some headway there. Maybe that looks a little better, right? Oh man. Let me get a little sip of coffee here. I'm getting a little drowsy. Anyway, how are you guys doing in the chat? I see there's 6 of you. We got Trigvi, Jiraj, and Susan in the chat. How are you guys doing today? How are you feeling? What are you up to? What projects are you working on? What are you eating? What are you drinking? Who are you talking to? How's your family? Just drinking some black coffee. Woo. Puts hair in your chest. It's black coffee. Oh man. Oh man. Jirash is perfect. I think it's in relation to the door. Okay, cool. So we got our door. Which is pretty cool. And for right now, I'm just gonna I don't know, define this door a little more. And this is just, once again, temporary stuff. So I'm gonna go hit Control R, cut it. We'll do it like right across here. And then I will cut it on the sides here. So, well, maybe not. I'm just gonna extrude this out. I just want to be able to see the difference here, because I cannot see for crap. So that'll just be like coming out a little bit. And maybe I can make it a different color. So let's put this back to our normal colors. I hate that it just kind of blends in. It's obviously because of the shader is all the same. So I got the shader and I have this little square in the front selected, but I want to select these side squares. I can obviously click on them, hold shift and click, but a fun way to do it is just to hold control and on your numpad hit plus and then it selects the whole thing. So then I'm going to make a new material. I'm going to put lab base as usual, and then I'm going to duplicate it, and we'll just call this lab base box 001. Doesn't matter. But these are now two different materials, so then now I can maybe just flip these colors. Obviously, it hasn't changed anything here. You have to hit assign. So whatever's selected, it'll assign this material and there. So we made, I don't know, we just added a little border to it so I can see the top half. This is just for visuals for me. Let's see. Jiraj is drinking coffee all day, but it's night right now, so beer. That's nice. And then Trigvi, I have to go. Good luck on your stream. Thank you, Trigvi. Handy. Thank you for joining. And Susan, having just finished the artwork I have used the week to watch YouTubers for learning. Yes. Honestly, it's some of the most fun part, Susan, is sitting there watching YouTube videos. It's like fills your mind with so many ideas and like hope and possibilities of other things you can do. So that's great. I watch tutorials all the time. All right. So we got a little doorway there. So yeah, just setting that up. Not really going into the door stuff. Maybe I could do like a I could do a temporary door for now. Let's see. And I'll do a temporary door by repurposing some of this stuff I already have. So I'll repurpose this thing here. The panel, the walkway panel. I'm also gonna make this camera invisible. It's in my way. Don't be afraid to hide things if it's in your way. Cool. So let's repurpose this. I'm gonna hit Alt D for like an instance copy. Rotate it on the X, and we're just gonna squish and squash it, and they'll just be temporary doors for now. We'll do something like this. Bring it down. Bring it right up against the wall. You know what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do Shift D. So you'll see that this floor panel, it's using all the same mesh, right? So if I rename this mesh, floor panel, you'll see that this floor panel, all these are being used. They're all using the floor panel mesh. And what that means is hopefully I'm not repeating myself or it's annoying or anything, but this floor panel is sharing the same mesh. So if I go into edit mode and I edit one of these, it edits all of them. So if I do some sort of edit like this, it gets the floor panel, and since these are all sharing the same mesh, that's what happens, right? So instead of doing that, I want to mess with the mesh for the door. So instead of hitting Alt D, which will make a duplicate with the same floor panel, I'm going to hit Shift D and see that floor panel. Let's do it again. See the floor panel here? It says floor panel, nothing, right? Shift D. Now it says floor panel .001. So this is a new mesh. So if I edit this, it's not affecting anything else in the scene. You see? My panels are still the same. And that's the difference between instancing something and duplicating something. And it's very important to know so you can save space and stuff. So I duplicated it so I can mess with it afterwards. I'm going to move it around. I'm going to move it on the Y. Here, maybe I'll make it thicker. Nope, wrong way. Y. There it is. Make it like a real door panel here. Right. Let's bring our little dude from outside the door so we can at least see him. There we go. Now our door panel, I used the floor panel as a door, and it looks fine. Doesn't look too bad. We'll cover it up. And then that'll just be the floor panel door or whatever. And then I can always edit it later. And then for material, and since it's no longer a walkway, I'm gonna make it its own material. It's being used by two things, and the two things are this door and the floor panel. And that's what this little number means. How many objects are using it? Two objects. Door, floor panel. So I'm going to duplicate it. So now it's using, this material is only being used by this, and we'll call this door. And then we'll mess with the material just so it looks a little better. Like, what if we, I don't know, make it a B-spline here. Give it some of that. Maybe flip the colors. Maybe add the same. Maybe try and match it with something else. Like let's add a hue to it. So Shift A, color, hue saturation. There we go. All right, let's change the hue. It looks okay. We'll just do that for now until we figure out what else I'm gonna do. Now that I have this like door, I think maybe these sides will have doors. It definitely looks weird that the thing goes into nothing. So I'm going to duplicate it, but this time instead of doing Shift D, I do want it to keep using the door panel mesh, right? So I'm gonna do Alt D. So that's an instance. So once again, if you go to edit mode, you see that it edits both of them. You know, if you do something crazy, you see that both of them have it. Anyway, I'm going to rotate this on the Z-axis, 90 degrees. I just typed in 90. Also, my screencast keys are gone. There we go. And then I'm going to move this door over here. And the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to hit G and I'm going to hold Shift and press Z. It's the only axis I don't want it to go on. I could just move it all the way over here. Stays in the same plane. Susan, see you all next week. Thanks for a great live hangout. All right, Susan, you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and keep up that good artwork and keep having fun. And I'm glad you joined me every Saturday. I appreciate it a lot. It means a lot to me. Thank you. All right, so let's just do this. We got the door panel there. And then we're going to duplicate this door panel, Alt D again, and then rotate it on the RZ for 180 degrees. So we're totally flipped. And I'm just putting these are just markers for right now. I'm not going too in depth. It's good to block things out. So then I got my 3 doors all leading here, which is pretty good. And then for maybe I'll make these invisible. Nah, let's just keep it there. There we go. All right, so we got some doors, we got some rails. I also noticed that these floor panels don't go all the way here, which makes it look kind of weird. So I'm going to duplicate, move it over. Let me do it. Try to do it by eyeballing it. So I'm gonna Alt D, hit X, move it down to here, right? We're just gonna eyeball it as close. Let's get real close, or let's pick this. There we go. All right, so grab X, right on the line, right on the line, and then ooh, it's gone. Now that we did that, I'm gonna do Shift R. That'll repeat my action. Oh, but not like the whole action. That's silly. So Alt D, Shift R. Nope, that just does that. Okay. So we'll just keep going. Grab X. All right, there's something that I probably need to fix in the future here, but we'll just duplicate it one more time. And that's probably a weird thing that's happening here. We'll fix it later. I don't feel like fixing it now. We'll just keep it empty there. I'm going to duplicate these, add some more so it comes up right up to the edge, just for aesthetics. All right. All right, so we got some doors. We opened it up. It's been about an hour. So I wanted to spend the rest of the time just hanging out, doing some drawings, hanging out with you guys, seeing what we can do. I didn't make the sci-fi doors, but we're in the process of that. We did the safety decor, but that's just only a piece of it. I'm probably going to be adding more for the walls. I still need to work basically on all this. So we're still going. We're chugging along. I'll probably work on this more throughout the week, when I get some more inspiration. But I've been wanting to sketch recently, so let me get ready for that. So 1 second. It's also getting kind of warm in here, so I'm gonna take off this jacket. Be right back, guys. Garage. Can I get a bit more info about that scene? What scene? What scene exactly? What do you need to know? What do you want to know? Oh, this more info on the scene. Let's see. So basically, what we're going to be doing is it's going to be in 3 parts. It's going to be an animatic, and it's going to be about a scientist. We're still working out some of the details. This can all change, honestly, by the time you get to see it. But we'll have some scientists. This is like some sort of lab on a moon base, and they're harvesting these type of crystals and materials. But these crystals may have some sort of like entity, like alien entity that's within them, right? So this facility is actually starting to destabilize. So that's what this liquid is for, right? So the liquid is the blue liquid that's in the tubes, and it's used to stabilize the crystal, right? So it's stabilizing the crystal, and our scientist runs in. Let's see if we can imitate it. Boom. He bursts in through the door. He runs through. He goes to the control panel. He's trying to stabilize it. And that's basically what this scene's going to be about. It's going to be about a scientist trying to, let's say, stabilize this crystal. And then once he can't stabilize it, just craziness happens. Like there's going to be a lot of like crystals and shards and maybe an entity, like an alien entity that chases him. So it'll be kind of like a chase scene. It'll be kind of like it'll be actiony, a little bit of chase, a little bit of intrigue. And overall, that's what the scene would be. It's very vague right now because we actually haven't gotten everything solidified. We've been working on assets and like the stuff that we know we want and stuff. So that's the scene. Hopefully that explains it as best as I can, because once again, we don't have much. Thanks, Taraj. All right, so I'm still getting ready to, I don't know, do some drawing here for on grease pencil. Just want to relax. I did a tiny bit of work on this, but I'll definitely work on it throughout the week. Feeling good. Get my fingers ready. Got my glove on for my tablet. Oh man. And let's see if we can start doing some sketches. Let's see if something comes out today, huh? Because sometimes nothing comes out. My stream feels terrible. Getting some my hands exercises. George, what do you use Blender for again? Do you use Blender? Okay. Let's start. Oh, that sucks. Losing your glove. All right, guys. For the 4 of you in there, hopefully you guys are still here hanging out. I'm just going to be hanging out now, doing some sketching in Blender. I'm still learning how to draw in 2D. I started off as a 3D artist, and then now I'm learning 2D stuff. So please bear with me on my drawings that are okay. All right, cool. So we're here. I like to work on a gray background, so let's make that gray. We'll do 0.5 for my vibrance. It's not so bright in my face. Yes, I do actually have plan to do my bachelor movies entirely in it. Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome, man. Blender's so great, so great. What type of thing are you gonna do? Are you gonna be doing 3D stuff, 2D and 3D, or just like 2D? Like what type of, like 3D animation or 2D animation? All right, so I'm just getting my hand ready. Feeling good, making sure that my settings are all good. Let's see. Tablet proportions, top. There we go. All right. Let's get some ink in here. Make it big. All right, Gerard, you're saying I do animations, 2D, 3D. I love it all. Try to learn it all. I plan to do 2D characters in a 3D environment. Yeah, that's the way to go. That's how you do it nowadays, right? Because the world's changing well, at least Blender's changing some things when it comes to animation. This is me just getting warmed up here. Feeling good. This is me controlling. Oh, maybe there's some post-processing. Is that what There you go. I take off the post-processing. I don't know. Maybe I should keep it on, but I like to take it off. Just feeling this out. Getting used to the pressure. All I'm doing is adding pressure, taking away pressure, adding pressure, and trying to get it as smooth as possible. Maybe I should do like 3 iterations. But if we, I guess post-processing is good, right? Kind of like cleans out those jaggedy lines. There we go. All right, and then you're saying 2D, 3D environment, but I might experiment with techniques. Currently, I'm just working on a story. Like, are you writing the story? Are you like doing the scripts and stuff for it? Or are you developing other parts of the story. There you go. Sometimes I like to use this marker with the radius. I don't know. I think the marker kind of looks better. I don't know if there is a difference. Maybe it's like a placebo effect, but it always feels like it's better. Like the difference between, let's see, this. Let's see some different lines. Obviously, these lines aren't perfect, guys. But if I were to draw as best I can. And if I did it with the ink, is it the same? Well, my my ink looks a lot better. Oh, look at that. Look how much it like post processes. I don't like how much it does it. Ah, it looks pretty much the same, right? But am I experimenting currently? Yeah, just working on the story. Well, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Animation's a beautiful thing. All right. I'm doing some practices now by just drawing some shapes that I like to practice with. They're not perfect, once again. Just starting out, getting used to drawing these shapes. Usually when I draw in pen and ink, I draw really small, so this may be an issue for me. I'm getting used to it here. All right. This is why I do this, because now I know I have to position my laptop a little, my tablet a little differently. Because I'm not drawing the lines I'm expecting to draw. Also gotta fix my chair. Gotta get real comfortable. So our line. Until now, I was writing it on my own, but it felt too entangled and unclear, so concocted a contacted a screenwriter to help me with it. That's awesome. And how's it going, Sassy? How does it go? Welcome to the stream. We're just hanging out here, Sassy. That's your name, right? Sassy? Sassy. We're just hanging out here, Sassy. I'm just doing some warm-ups right now, and I'm gonna see if I can draw something in grease pencil that looks nice. If you scroll back on the live stream, you can see I was doing some 3D environment stuff. Maybe I should change the name, right, of the stream right now. Can I do that right now? Let's see. It's not end stream. See if I could change the name so I'm not misleading anybody out here. All right, let's do hanging out. I'm changing the stream name. Hanging out. Drawing. Great. It's been updated. Great. Glad you're doing well, Sassy. All right. Still warming up. Still trying to. I haven't done my sketching in such a long time. I feel like still rusty. Let's see. All right. I think we're getting there. Let's go to our layers. I think the ink pen is what I'm going to end up using. Sassy, I'm a fan of your channel. Well, thank you, Sassy. I'm so happy that you're a fan. What is it that you like? What do you want to see? What do you do in Blender? What do you want to learn? All right, I think I'm about ready to start seeing if I can draw something. It's real light. Let's see if I can. Let's do a traditional 3/4 head, right? See if we can. I like 2D animating with grease pencil. That's awesome. That's what Sassy likes to do. I like it a lot. I'm still getting there with animating and grease pencil. I come from a 3D background, so I just like using grease pencil a lot. It's such a nice medium to work in. Should be using reference, by the way. Let's see if I can get some reference out here. I'm gonna look through my computer for some reference. See what we should be practicing on. Assets, references. Motion graphics with grease pencil instead of After Effects. Oh, that's awesome. Motion graphics is a lot of fun. Yeah, I definitely use in my professional work. I use After Effects all the time. It's like the only way I know how to do motion graphics. I've never dipped into grease pencil or Blender motion graphics. Have you seen any good stuff? Anything you can recommend? Put it in the chat. We'll love to see some of that. All right, let's see if I can find a picture I enjoy. I'm finding some reference, guys. All right, I think I may have found one. I'm gonna put it up on screen. We're gonna use it in Blender. Oh, that's not the one. Sorry guys, I'm looking through my references to get some poses, not poses, some emotional faces, because I always draw faces without any emotion, which is not good. All right, looking at the chat here. That sounds interesting. I was actually wondering about looking into motion graphics recently. Nice. Yeah, that's how I started off my professional career. It was a lot of motion graphics with After Effects. Let's see. Looking for a picture still. Thought I had one. Slipped my mind. All right, let's see if we could put this reference in here. So I'm going to go to Object, Image. We're going to do Reference. I'm going to choose where it's at. Let's see if I can find it. 593. 593. 593. Yeah, let's see about doing this one. All right. Now we have some direction here on what to do. Let's see how good I can get this, guys. It's just a practice. Don't make fun of me. I'm gonna try and draw this. Let's see. And I'm gonna try it in some different ways. To see which one works better for me. Sassy says, this channel is good, but generally resource about that topic is rare. It is all about techniques you use to do the work. Exactly. Right. All right, let's try the technique that I usually like to use. I usually like to use the making silhouettes. Maybe that will work for me. Maybe not. We'll see. Let's make my materials. So we're going to keep solid stroke. Do these. I'm going to now make these materials. Fill 01, 02, 03. I think we're going to do 4 of them. 03 and 04. Okay. My first one's going to be black, but we're going to do 0.2 as the black. So it's not going to be like the blackest of black. And then for my second one, we're going to do 0.5, which would be more of a middle gray. And then we'll do 0.8 for this third one. We might change these. 0.8. And then for white, we'll do a point. Maybe we'll just do these 3 for right now. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right. So first, let me see if I can do it the way I like to draw in Blender. And it's usually using the fill tool. And I just fill this out. I make the shape and then I clean it up afterwards. I try not to get a perfect. I don't aim for like a perfect line in the beginning. So let's see if this helps me out. So basically, if you see this, we have this shape. Oh, you can't even see it when I draw through. That's interesting. We have this shape, you know, and this shape right here. Kinda. I can't even see it when I draw it. It's kind of weird. What if can I make this more see-through? Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Wonder why it like cuts off there. It's kind of funky. Is it because it's on the same plane? Let's see. Let's make sure. Let's go back to empty. We'll bring it back a little bit. Go back to draw mode. I guess not. I guess it just when it just draws halfway through the screen. Kind of weird. Holdout material. I have not tried the holdout material. What is this? Hit this right here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is so cool. It's holding out that thing. So if I were to draw, so if I drew this and then I used holdout, oh, I can make the holes in it. Yes. That's actually pretty awesome. And then you can like really sculpt things out. This is gonna be very useful. And then when I see it, I can see that it's a holdout. That's actually pretty awesome. So yes, now I've tried it. Thank you, Jiraj, for bringing that. It's awesome. Okay. I think it's great because I mostly use fill, so it's to have a holdout. That's basically the eraser for the fill that I didn't have before. All right, so let's see if I can draw. I usually draw smaller. We can always enlarge it bigger. So we got the head there. It looks like. Please don't tease me here. I'm still learning how to draw. We're not going to do it exactly like the image. I'm just using it as a reference. And this is not working the way I wanted to. This. Use the second material. Also, we're going to make our background a bit darker. Maybe a bit lighter. Try to go the opposite way. Maybe a bit lighter. Oh, this is not working. My fill's not working too good. Well, I'm not doing a good job, I should say, with my fill. Let's try it again. Hold on, I gotta tilt my tablet too. Not that it's an excuse. Like if I draw a straight line down. Gerard said, I tried hold out to material today for first time and it helped a lot while shading animations. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the material is great. Trying to get the shapes out here from what I've seen in YouTube videos. This arm is a little weird to draw, right? You can get this arm out like super. All right, I just wanted to test out this technique, see if I had any good anything good come from it. It looks like my background. I should use a different color, honestly. All right, let's go the traditional way. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm just experimenting. All right. Oh, hold on. How's everybody doing out there? Just doing some sketching here. Trying to learn how to draw live on camera, basically. You know, I've been taking a lot of tutorials and skill shares and stuff to try and figure out, you know, if I remember correctly, this should be kind of like, that's not it. If I'm seeing this correctly, this goes, let's see, like this. This is the thing I want to capture there. Right? Goes out. So let's try it. So I'm gonna do like this. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. No, it goes more upwards, right? Like this. Let's just see what this looks like overlaid. If I were to do this, I mean, it's almost there. I think it's just it's going up too high on the head. It should be more straight across. So let's continue and try it again. Hopefully this isn't boring for you guys. You guys are probably already great artists. Doing it, watching me do this must be painful. You know, what I'm trying to learn right now, I'm just learning how to block things out, seeing how they work. Like even this head's probably wrong, right? Like this head's terrible. So if this was to do the right thing, so let me start over. Hopefully I'm not super irritating you with this. I just wish there was more control options on mapping, grease pencil gradient, texture to fill material. Agreed. If you use like Adobe Illustrator, they have a really good gradient point thing that works really well. Let me map this out. Just learning how to draw. It's like this. I'm just mapping out kind of like the planes of the face. See if they help me out here. And I'm just tracing it now on it, but I'm not gonna like use this. I'm gonna try and actually remember and draw it. So it's really good to block this out from what I've been seeing from my tutorials. You know, maybe this head shape is, oops. This head is more up here, right? Just looks funny. I cut it too early. Yeah, there we go. My neck folds are here. So like, what is that? Like right here. And then this goes up there. I think there's a muscle here, right? Forget what that's called. Connect those two muscles. Here's my clavicle. Right? That's the muscles there. And it goes out like this. I know that. Okay. So we're going to see about... that doesn't help at all. Let's do... This arm looks really funky, right? Or is it just me? I know that's a muscle there, and then there's the pectoral, like, is it pectoral muscles? And they connect there. Okay. So let's see what that looks like. I just wish it were not really painful, more like relatable. Thank you. It feels painful for me. Okay, so let's see if we can replicate like these type of shapes and just keep going because it's all about practice, you know. So I'm just gonna see if I can imitate these shapes. Right. Looks like there's more of a curve. This is this short and then it goes out long. So short, long, right? There's the brow. It goes out and then in. And we'll scoop in the eyes. This is where the nose would be. All right. I mean, no pain, no gain. Exactly right. All right. So we have the cheekbone. So I know there's a plane here, and I am trying to understand. I'm not just tracing or trying to look and trace or whatever. I am trying to understand the planes of the face. I have a lot of books on them. I read a lot of books on them, on the muscles and everything. So this blocking helps out a lot to understand, you know, where we're going here. Oh, big head there. Let's see. That's there, and then this head goes. It cuts kind of like up, right? So it's up. See, I'm not making a straight line that I want to make. There it is. Big head. Make him a huge head. Okay, smaller head. Okay, cool. So that's cool. We'll erase this ear that's in the completely wrong area. And the ear looks like it, I think it matches up with the brow, right? So if this matches up here, do some of this. Maybe that ear's off. We'll do the neck. The neck looks like it comes beyond the middle of the face there. So let's do this. Okay, this is making more sense here. Yeah, because she's kind of like hunched over. Yeah, and then there's this weird muscle stuff at the brow, man. I wouldn't have even done that. Right? So there's a muscle here. What is it called? What are the shoulder muscles called? I have this up. I know it's called something, biceps? No, those are regular. Pectoral muscles? I'm not sure, guys. If you guys are in there in chat, help me out. What are the shoulder muscles called? I know they look like little garlics. So there's the clavicle. The clavicle goes up. Right? You know, I haven't drawn not faces, bodies. So this is just kind of like my second time doing this type of stuff. I'm not good in any way. Still trying, still new. It's getting a little closer. This head looks really big compared to this head, right? So let's fix that. See if we can select the head. Right? And then we'll stretch it out. Well, not stretch it out, but maybe make it thinner. Maybe shear it. No, it's not looking any good, but whatever. Move the head, maybe move it smaller. It looks like a big mouth. Oh man. This does not look like this. And I think if you if you select this and you overlay it, this is like, oh, let's see if I can make this a different color. Let's make it red. Oh my God. Oh, come on. Copy paste. Copy paste. There we go. Oh shoot. I have to use since I use vertex colors, I'll have to use the tint. So let's use the tint. Oh, let's do red. Orange. And then let's make this guy blue. All right, let's see where our mistakes are. This is always the part that's funny to me. We line this up with the eyes. Looks like I drew the head too big. The chin is too big. The arm is not big enough. Body's okay. The eye starts. Yeah, I just overall drew this head way too big. So let's go back out. That was a good. That was all right. Let's see if. Oh my God, I can't zoom out. Okay. All right, we're gonna move this aside, and we're gonna draw something else. Just keep on trucking, guys. But this time, I'm gonna do it without, not necessarily without reference. I have reference on my second screen here. So I just looked it up, and it seems it's called the deltoid muscle or just shoulder. Okay, deltoids. You're right, and it's kind of like it's like right here, right, and it like covers up. It's kind of like a garlic or a heart shape or something. I think it's a little harder to see on somebody without muscles, obviously. All right, let's see if we can look up some more reference here. Let's go to Pexels. Some nice stock footage or stock images. Type in peoples. Ooh, maybe be a little risky with these people. I'm just looking to see some poses. Maybe I can find something I like. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on my second screen, and I'm just gonna draw, look at different people, keep on going. All right. Ofilatu. Oh wait, I can't see your name. I think I said it wrong. Ophilafu. Thank you for being in the chat. Hey, try this site. I'm improving from this site a lot. Okay, send it over. I think you can send links, right? Can you put links? Let me know if it works. If you put a link and it works. If not, try to type it out. Don't put the .com or anything, and then I can check it out. So let's try and do it without. Oop. Those cheekbones are right here, you know. So if we remember that face mask is like right here, right? There we go. And then the nose should be like down here. This is where the eyes I think should be. Let's try it. Once again, and for the 7 people of you watching out there, I'm not the greatest. I'm still learning. I'm learning with you. So if you have any suggestions like ufilafu, please leave them in the chat. Okay, we shouldn't get into those details. So let's just there you go. I think we're getting somewhere here after looking at some people. It's always good to look at people, look at reference, look at eyes. Ufilafu, I don't see a link if you sent one. Let's see. By the way, I sent you a friend request on Steam. Hopefully it was the right time. It's so Ufilafu says it's a speed drawing site. You got so many references in this for free. Oh, cool. Send that link. I don't we don't see it, or I don't see it. Maybe it's blocking it or something. But let me know. Sketch daily. Okay. Ah, yes. I think I've used this site before. Pretty awesome. Clothes, poses, good stuff. Yeah, definitely used this site before. Definitely, I like it a lot. It seems like it's possible to send links. Just testing it. Cool. So if I remember correctly, there we go. So then that part be here. So scratchy in these lines. I don't like it. So let's lower the opacity and let's just draw over it. All right. Oh man. Oops. All right, guys. Yeah, just doing this practice, it's killer. Doing it live hurts me too, guys. I'm just like struggling through this, you're bearing my all my mistakes out in public, live. Oh man. Maybe this is not how I should be learning. Man, Sketch Data looks amazing. How have I not seen this before yet? Right? It's pretty good. That's not anything. Let's keep going. Maybe I can do Sketch Daily, right? And then maybe I could put it on screen so you can see it while I use it. Maybe I'll improve doing it live. Okay, so I'm going to put it on my second screen. And then on the fly, see if I can add it on here. Browser source, add source. Ooh. I tried to stream my animation process. I ended up recording a whole lot of no progress. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm feeling like right now. But anyway, we're just hanging out. We're hanging out. We're just having fun. The first half, I did some stuff, but I got to do this. Can't run away from doing the 3D here. All right, let's see if I can put this on the screen for you guys to see. Wow. All right, so I'm going to do some Sketch Daily here. I'm going to bring up my window. We're going to put a timer. We'll do clothes, so I don't do anything not safe for work. Poses. We'll do action, or all. Views, all. And then I'm going to maybe do 5 minutes, 5 minutes. And that's what we'll do. We'll start. All right, can you still see that? Yes, you guys can. I'll try and keep this here for you guys to see. Little risque photo here, but I guess that's fine. Let me... All right. All right, so you're just going to watch me sketch then. I horribly sketch, by the way, so it's not going to be great, but we're going to do it. All right, so we got 5 minutes, 4 minutes left, already wasted time. So if we just do, let's do it with let's start with the X, right? Shoulders. Maybe just block it out, right? Is that how we should learn? This is crazy. But we'll do it together. We'll do it together. I'm trying to get where her body's at. So what is this? Like this? Oh, shoot. Yeah, doing these sketches live is nerve-wracking though, but whatever. That's not that's not anything, right? Okay, so this goes out like this. I'm having fun here though. And that's all that matters, right? Definitely sitting down here more of a flat surface. Get her calf. I'm getting cut off. Head too big. Arm goes, what, all the way down, hidden by her clothes. Just trying to imagine where that would be. It's terrible. But it's looking good, right? Looking good. We can fix the head real quick. Let's see. Maybe the head is actually fine. We'll see the neck that's attached to there. Maybe this doesn't look too good, right? Right? Maybe. You could see her ear, right? That one ear. Her part goes like this. How much time I have? I have 2 minutes. Okay, we'll do longer ones as we keep going. This looks crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, having fun does matter a lot. That's why I'm trying to have fun here, even though it's looking like not it's not looking the best. Let's just say that. But yeah, we'll do it and it'll be fine. Looks like small foot, tiny foot here. Let's see if we can make a bigger foot. There you go. It sucks so much when I get too serious and forget, loosen up, then I get stressed and depressed. Yes, definitely. That's why I'm trying to keep it light. Keep it light here. You can watch me do my failures and not feel so bad about your failures. And they're not even failures. It's all part of the progress. There you go. Right at the knee. Looks okay. I guess we have 47 seconds, so we'll keep going. What if we did like the eyes real quick? Really tiny. Oh, this is not good. You know, maybe using a pencil work better. Let's see. Hold on a second. Oh my god, it keeps turning. All right, 7 seconds. That's gonna be done. We're gonna shrink this up. Keep going. All right, next one. Oh man. So like I said, I'm trying to draw without the clothes. I'm just trying to imagine where it would be. So if I'm looking at this correctly, oops. This is terrible. I guess that's how torture in hell for 2D animators look like. Yeah, definitely. All right, let's see if I can imagine her torso correctly. She looks like she's twisted a bit towards me, and then her bottom torso is tilted towards, no, bottom torso towards me. They're both towards me. So if I, oh, this is not gonna be too good. It's okay. We'll keep going. See if we could just block it out. She should be like a bean. Oh, it's so hard to imagine. So it's like this is not looking good. All right, let's try it. We got time. Let's start over. We'll keep our failures up. Let's see if we can do blocking. I can imagine. This is what you're practicing, right? Like just your vision. I cannot figure this out. Okay, so let's just try and do it in blocks, right? If this is like right, and then if it's twisted, right? Let's see. This anatomy does not look good. Oh, maybe I can shrink it. Work a little better. Oops. Oh, this hurts, guys. This hurts. But bear witness. Feel better about your drawings. That's what this is for. This is like, oh my God. What is happening? What is this? And then she just, this doesn't look anything like what it's supposed to look like. She puts the weight. No, I should do like a line of action first. That's honestly what I should do. Because it's like, okay, this is terrible. But hey guys, feel better about your drawings. You're not streaming it live. Oh my God. Nope. Oh, this is so bad. Oh my God. Okay. There. Nope. That's a tiny head, huh? Oh my God. How much time we got left? 7 seconds? Thank God. We're done. We're done with this. That was terrible. Uh-oh. This is challenging. Like for starters, it's great to just draw a sitting pose or just standing straight to familiarize yourself with the proportions of the human body. Try to draw just like triangles or squares with the right proportions. All right, I'll do that. Yeah, I guess I'm just challenging myself because I do a lot of like the same pose and same face. But you're right. You're definitely right. Like this pose is kind of like ridiculous to me. So if I'm seeing this, I can't even see where that leg. Oh, the front legs. The front legs like this. So it goes in. Oh my God. Look at that. I don't know. I think it's fun, even though I should know, I should learn the proportions, honestly. But I think it's a lot of fun to just do this. Just really puts myself out of my comfort zone. Not that I have much of a comfort zone to begin with. You're right. I should just do the squares, but come on. Oh my God, this is like killing me. It's killing me, guys, but it's okay. I'm having fun with you guys. Thank you for watching. I can't believe people are watching me do this because it's not beautiful. This looks so funny. Look at that. He's totally missing his bottom torso. Just for starter, try to draw things like triangle, square. I challenge you to draw a cube. Bet you can't do that. Honestly, I don't know if that would be better. A cube, I draw cubes so often that's why I want to do this, because like a cube, right? And with some perspective. You know, I mean, it's not a perfect cube. It's a taller cube than usual. They're not the best cubes, I know. I should definitely practice my cubes. I'm just doing a cube from the same way. Honestly, like doing this in like traditionally because it feels better with I don't know. I feel like with the tablet, I gotta practice more. Even with I have to like learn a new thing with a tablet. That's not good. There you go. So that means this points here. It's the learning process, and I think it's beautiful on its own. Aw, thank you. It is beautiful. It is beautifully painful, but it's okay. Okay, we skip that pose. Look at this guy with a red suit. He's a devil? Oh, he killed an angel. This isn't this isn't nice. Oh man. He was the first lesson I had to draw in class. Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely the all the bases that I do on I don't do I do all those practices but like not streaming. That's why I'm not doing those now because that's just not fun to watch. But I do practice that stuff outside of doing it publicly. There we go. This guy's looking fun, right? What a long torso this guy, or long coat, I should say, this guy has. This looks funny, but whatever. We are doing it. I love how you draw that hat guy. It looks stylized, but it works so well. Definitely stylized. That's all I've been doing. And then we'll be like, yo, what if we were like, yes. Oops. Ugh, whatever. Oh my god, my undo always changes my color. That's really annoying. Really annoying. This guy looks so funny. Okay, it changed. All right, so keep going. That was something, right? Kinda, barely, barely anything. All right. All right, let's see if I can figure out what I can do here. The weight's on the front, I think. Oh man. Oof. This is kind of having some semblance here. This arm's going back here, right? And then coming out. Ugh. Shoot. Whatever. It's close enough, guys. I like it. This one turned out okay. An okay, like a low bar, okay. We'll just do some, not her hair. Real thick here, the legs. One thing that blew my mind recently was finding out the fact that if you right click any tool on the left bar, you can assign a hotkey and it's super easy. Yeah, that's actually really great. You can do that with anything, I think. You can just click on this, assign shortcut. You can assign shortcut to anything. You can also have a quick menu. So if you hit Q, these are your favorites, right? So if you want, like I have this one on my favorites. So if this is the draw behind. So if you right click on this and click, it says add to favorites. Mine says remove. You can add it to your favorites. And when you hit Q, this will be your favorites bar. And you can have all the buttons that you use all the time here by just hitting Q. So that's actually pretty neat. Besides the shortcuts, a neat tip too. Yeah, pretty cool. This is cool. 36 seconds left on this. We will use, let's see if we can use something real quick. Maybe too dark. We'll leave it like that. Shrink her up. On to the next one. Not really close, but hey, we're just practicing here, guys. All right, let's see what this next one is. 5 seconds. Pretty dull stance. So let's see if I can figure out. Oh my God. Figure out the positioning for everything. Oh my God, wrong one. Here we go. Ooh, the undo's killing me. All right, let me just draw this. Okay. Man, I don't like this one. It's just I need a different one. Let's do a different one. Let's try this one. Okay. Just drawing some circles. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble drawing. It's always a struggle, but I think having fun, like we were talking about earlier, is the most important thing. To all of this. I'm just gonna do basic shapes now. Like I said, just start figuring out what these forms look like. There's so many channels on YouTube that you can learn how to draw. It's pretty amazing, actually. Just drawing some cylinders. Draw me a sheep. Maybe not now. Definitely just wanna. What are some peoples? I've been avoiding people my whole life. So time to do it live for you guys. Oh my goodness, this is just trying different ways to do this. Puts mainly on the back end. My proportions are all off, but it's okay. It's all. I'll definitely be practicing offline. Obviously. This knee. This is obviously off, but hey, I feel like I'm already improving it a tiny bit. This knee is way too small, but whatever. We'll keep going. Just get over it. You know, sometimes when you're doing stuff, when you're learning, it's hard because you're just always like, why aren't I great yet? You know? So I'm just showing you that you can probably draw better than me. Make it, and I'm doing it live, you know? So you just gotta practice. That's what I'm doing. This torso's wrong, but that's fine. Because it should be like something. It should be more like this, maybe? I don't know. It's off. Not doing well. All right. So what I have a minute. Let's see if I can improve upon it in 1 minute if I do it really quickly. I'm always surprised how long people's necks are. Oh, it changed. All right. So, decent attempt. All right, so let's keep going. This is obviously very challenging for me. I don't this is probably one of the first times I actually do this type of practice. I had somebody in the chat suggest it, so just trying it out. But you know, how do you get better if you don't fail a crap ton of times, right? Oh my god. Hold on, my chat's gone. Maybe you guys said something. Okay. You haven't. So maybe should I talk more? I get so focused on this. So this is the back area. I'm not sure. Never done this pose either, guys. No, haven't done many of these. So if you come here to feel better about your drawings because somebody is live streaming their bad drawings, you've come to the right place. I'm trying to block it. Block it out. Feeling okay. Oops. Oh man. There we go. All right. Still doing it. I'm doing this while I'm not feeling good about it, guys. Sometimes you gotta push through. Oh man. But hey, whatever. I'm having fun with you guys. We're doing it. We're having fun. Let's see. That leg obviously does not look too good. Leg looks huge. Maybe I can fix it. Kind of looks better. This should probably be up higher. If I remember, this it's like a triangular shape like this. Maybe not this. Although it's already 2 a.m. here, so gotta go to sleep. I've been a pleasure watching your stream. Please keep on doing great work and add me on Steam. Got it rhyming, yes. All right. All right, George, thanks for hanging out, bearing with me through my subpar drawings. But my 3D is good though. Thank you for joining me. I will add you. Just let me. I think you sent me a request. Let me check. You did. I'm gonna add you right now. You have been added. There you go. Thanks for joining me. Probably gotta do one more sketch and head out myself. One more 5 minutes. Oh, where did my music go? Oh, there you go. All right. That was okay. We're gonna do this last one. Be on our way. Anyway, for the 5 of you that are still here, thank you for watching and having fun and being here. This is definitely a challenge for me to do my drawing and getting better. So here we go. This should be the last one. Okay, let's see. There we go. Just blocking it out. Still practicing it, even how to do this. Beautiful. See ya. See ya. Thanks for joining. All right, this is just me practicing out my blocking. This is one of the first times really drawing like this type of live. Never really felt good enough, but you know what? You know, we just got to do it, right? So Here we go. Let's draw some cylinders to where I think these are. So these should be like this. Right. Nope, it should be straight. That foot looks terrible. It should be down and an S, right? So like down and then like that. Kinda, maybe. Don't know. We'll keep going. Go. Oh, we should still be drawing cylinders. Let's draw cylinders. There we go. This one's definitely just an S. Like that. All right. For anybody still out there, you know, I usually do 3D, guys. So this is just me bearing witness to streaming my warm-ups here. Really big head here. All right, let's see. Mm, looking okay. Let's see if I can draw that fancy hat. Look at that. It's like there's a little bow on it. Oh shoot. All right, I think I'm done. Anyway, for the last 4 of you out there, whoever you guys are, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Um, you know, I hope you enjoyed this hangout that I kind of had here, doing these sketches to improve my drawing. You know, if you look at my drawings, they are not great, so hopefully it makes you feel good that you can draw probably better than me. But thank you guys for joining. I do these every Saturday. I usually change up what I do, but hopefully in a few more Saturdays, I'll be producing that top quality 2D stuff. But I'll probably be switching between 3D and 2D, depending how I feel. Today I felt like just doing this, just chilling out, hanging out and stuff. So I hope you guys have a great day and a great night, and I'll see you guys next time.